Hi, I'm Sheri Myers. I am the host of the podcast, How to Connect with Angels. And now in our second year, we are doing something new today. We are doing a live interview with Karen Palmer. Karen Palmer is one of the great spiritual teachers, one of the great authors and inspirations that I have met through this podcast. And I feel so blessed that we have today Karen coming on camera and talking about the Angelic Awakenings show. The Angelic Awakenings show, which we can access every day. Every day of the week, we are going to get a hit from Karen Palmer. So Karen, can you come on now and tell us what you're about, and then we'll go right into what the show is about.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Paul McFarland. Hello, everybody. Yeah, share this out, you guys. Thank you for being here. We are really starting to have the assistance from our archangels and from all of our angels, bringing us together to collaborate with Sheri Myers and this amazing movie that is going to be coming out, The Glitch. It's amazing.
Thank you, Karen.
And it's going to be so beautiful because there's going to be so many people who are going to resonate with this message that we're going to be talking about today. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people ask a lot of questions about how did I get started in all of this and why global kindness? Anyway, my name's Karen Palmer. I am the mindful media mom and the queen of global kindness. And I use all social media to help raise the levels of gratitude, joy, compassion, love, kindness, and peace on earth. I'm also one of the gratitude girls on Spirituality Gone Wild, which is a channel that is dedicated to using all platforms to bring the awareness of the ascension, what's happening in our world, and how we can stay awake together. So how to connect with your angels, the podcast that Sheri has here, is an incredible platform and an incredible vessel for us to bring the angels all together. I'm so honored that I get to work with Sheri and especially with all of the other angel communicators.
Yes.
And the amazing, I encourage you guys to go to Facebook. On Facebook, it's How to Connect with Angels. And you can ask to join. Mm-hmm. And when you join, I will be live every day in the group now.
Every day.
Yes, every day in the group. And we have a wonderful show that I have been called forth from the angels to be a messenger and to be the spokesperson for Angelic Awakenings to Abundance. Mm. Welcome, Lily. Welcome, Candy. Welcome, everybody. Please share this out. We're really excited that this, using all technology for a greater good, is what the angels have asked me to do. So there's 5 of the angels in that come through that they use my physical body and my physical voice. And those angels are Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Raziel, Archangel Jophiel, and Archangel Metatron. So these 5 angels have come to me, and they come in all different ways. It just kind of happens, and I'm considered a conscious channel. So a conscious channel of divine love and light means that I get blocks of information that come to me, and I just have to take a couple breaths to align myself back up with the unified field, and then I can just share the messages. So I don't have to go into trance or any kind of things like a lot of people call channeling. Many different ways that people channel information. I was for many years an automatic writer. So I did automatic writing. All 4 of my books are bestsellers, and they are all automatic writing. That was where I was getting comfortable with sharing channeled messages. I was always comfortable pretty much sharing messages with certain people. I could share, and I knew that there were certain people that could hear the message, and then there were certain people that just couldn't hear it, and that was okay. I used to really struggle with trying to get confirmation from people and saying, does that resonate with you? I am a spiritual medium, and I'm also the messenger and the spokesperson for the Council of Kindness. And the Council of Kindness is a collective of non-physical teachers who were here they were celebrities while they were here. Princess Diana is one, Maya Angelou. Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay.
Yeah.
Louise Hay and Wayne Dyer are helping me to bring information to the schools about self-love and self-acceptance.
I'm so happy you're doing this.
Yeah.
I can just see them just beaming on the other side.
So
how much love you're bringing, how much self-love.
Because when he first came to me in 2015, when he left his physical body, I was like, why are you coming to me? I don't have any following. I don't have anything to offer. I was like, why would you ask me to be the spokesperson for your message? And he said, because first and foremost, you are amazing and magnificent, and you are incredibly gifted, and we're going to give you everything you need. And all you need to do is be open to receive. And he said that we humans get so caught up in pedestaling the celebrities and thinking that somebody is more special or somebody is better than us. And then we get caught up in this illusion of the separateness. Mm-hmm. And that's the only thing that needs healing, he said. And that's what needs to be healed in the schools. Children need to be raised so that they don't need to have therapy. They need to be raised so that they are knowing what self-love is all about. They need to understand that, acceptance is their natural, and joy and pure love is their natural state, that they don't have to prove themselves. They don't have to be, good at certain things and not good at other things. So that's what the Council of Kindness has come and asked me. They said, we're going to reach billions of people with this message, and we're going to be in the schools, we're going to be in the healthcare systems, we're going to be in all conscious businesses. There is a kindness that is taking over the planet. And it really was, I made a wish in 2014 that global kindness go viral. And I made that wish, Sheri,
in Las Vegas.
Yes, in Las Vegas on my birthday, because I had learned all of the universal principles, and I had learned all of these spiritual principles, and I had applied everything that I had learned, and that got me out of homelessness, out of being a drug addict. I lived out of my car with my dog, and in that time, I learned about self-love and self-acceptance through the love of my puppy. I actually learned how to accept myself and love myself and see myself through the eyes of my dog, my lucky girl. And so on my birthday, my husband had taken me for a surprise for my birthday and flew my best friend from Massachusetts out from, to Las Vegas, and my sister drove out. So there was this big party happening for me that I had absolutely no idea was happening. We were staying in the New York, and everyone was falling all over me. It was just like everybody, they brought the cake, had a beautiful meal. And I just took a deep breath and I just looked around for that moment. And I thought, wow, everything I visualized, everything that I was dreaming about in that little white Hyundai when I was thinking that I wasn't worthy and that I didn't deserve, I changed my belief to I deserve a beautiful life.
Yes.
Then everything started to fall into place. So when they asked me to make a wish, hi Jason Watts, hi Lily Ann, thanks, hi Robert Dosa, thanks for being here. Yeah. So when they asked me, to make a wish, and they put the cake in front of me and they put the candle, and I said, make a wish. I said, I wish that global kindness would go viral.
Mm.
And as I was saying it, as the words were coming out of my mouth, I knew that some floodgates were opening on the other side. And I knew that something really, really spectacular was happening, that I had made this request. And as the universe always answers,
Yes.
it happened right then. I started to get ideas about how I was going to do that. So it was really amazing because I started to realize that, when we make that kind of a wish and we put that kind of energy out into the world and we set our intention, and that when we are aligned with the truth and being the truth and being that love, that's all that I wished for. I wished that global kindness could go viral. And I wished that I could teach people what I have learned and help people to remember their magnificence, the way that Wayne did for me, and the way that when George Harrison came to me and told me I was going to be singing and writing songs and taking the mantras to the masses, I was, really blown away by it. And I was like, wow, really? Because I hadn't even been singing. I hadn't even been recording or anything. I hadn't done anything. Now my song is on the radio on 25 different stations. I just got an award for global kindness going viral. And I'm up for the Artist of the Year for folk song with Academia Records and Academia Media. So I'm going to be the information is going to be all over the world. I'm going to be on a red carpet in April. They're going to limo me in. So talk about manifesting your magnificence, right? Talk about living that magnificent dream and knowing that. And so anyway, the angels asked me to start this angelic awakening to help others to learn what I had learned, so that I could do a 21-day challenge to help people to really remember their magnificence. And they told me they would need me to move aside and they would be using my body. They would be using my vocal cords. And in the first couple days, you can see in the first couple days, I'm kicking and screaming, and my ego is saying, no way, this doesn't work. This isn't working.
Really? Wow.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you so much, Catherine Warren. Welcome. So yes, it was, and all the people who have requested my song on the radio, thank you. It's one of the top requested songs. Global Kindness is going viral. I was just at the school and they had a whole month-long challenge of kindness. It's just everywhere now. And they told me that in 2014. They told me when I made the wish, that was right after I made the wish, they said, start making videos. And I had no idea how to make videos. I had no idea how to use social media. I had absolutely no background in any kind of marketing. And so that's why I call myself an angelic marketing strategist and a sacred social media expert, because I tune in to the frequencies of the angels and my helpers and my guides and my spirit helpers in order to be able to share the messages from a vibrational point. And that's why we have thousands of people on this call right now.
That's fantastic.
That's why thousands of people are coming together, because it's a vibration and people want to remember their magnificence.
And as you mentioned to me before we started the call, you were saying that it's our magnificence. When we realize our magnificence, we awaken it in other people, right? That's what you were saying. And for you to allow yourself to be a channel, like the live channel, and to be reflecting to people their magnificence. I wanted to mention that it seemed that when I picture Las Vegas and I picture you at your birthday party, there's so much joy and love right there. So your request is all born out of incredible love and abundance of love, right?
Because I
Okay.
learned those abundance principles and I learned the prosperity principles when I was homeless, when I was living out of my car, and when I only had 3 books and I had my dog and 3 books. I was reading Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life. I was reading Wayne Dyer's You'll See It When You Believe It. And I was reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So I
Yes.
was applying all that I was learning while I was homeless, while I was living out of my car. And it was because I read this, it was Einstein's quote that said, the most important question you can ask yourself is, do I live in a friendly or a hostile universe? And see, I'm a survivor of domestic abuse. And so I saw the world as a dangerous place. I saw the world as, a very hostile place. And so I just kept getting evidence of that. So when I read that and I said, "Ooh, it's that easy? Wow, wait a minute. I'm going to give this a science experiment. I'm going to see if this actually works. I'm going to start believing I deserve a beautiful life." My grandma told me I deserve a beautiful life. And my grandma was helped me get out of that abusive relationship. And so I started believing, I believed I deserve a beautiful life. And I kept asking to see myself through the eyes of my puppy dog, my little lucky girl.
Oh.
I'm an animal communicator. I came into the world with gifts that were completely multisensory gifts. I have all of my clairs. And so I'm able to share messages from the other realms very easily. And I can share what your animals are wanting to give a message to you. And I was able to really receive those messages through my puppy. And then I started to apply the visualizations and seeing myself married. I've been happily married for 23 years. I have a beautiful 21-year-old daughter. I
Beautiful.
visualized myself creating a nonprofit organization where I go into the schools. I'm doing that.
Wow.
I visualized myself working with animal rescue. I'm doing that. All of those things, when I was, like you said, when we were in Las Vegas, I was thinking about all of that. I was thinking, I created all this.
Yeah.
I co-created this experience that's happening right now. And that's why I made the wish for global kindness to go viral, because I know that the way that we have peace on earth is that we start to focus on the things that are going right in our world. And we start looking at new ways that we can work together as a collaborative. This is an 11 universal year in numerology. So this is an 11, which is a master. And the angels told me that I would be teaching this year in 2018 how to master this human experience.
So Karen, before we forget, I would really like to make sure that people know what time they can tune in every day for the angelic awakening to abundance.
We're on Spirituality Gone Wild. And so you can just like the page on Facebook. And then when you like the page, you'll get notifications when we are live. But also it's every day at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern. And on Saturdays and Sundays, we do 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time because we do an 11/11 activation. And this week on the 11/11 activation on Saturday, we'll be doing an activation with the founder of the Gaia Field Project. So we'll be doing a global meditation with all of his community plus our community, bringing it all together.
Wow.
And I have volunteered to help be their live stream spokesperson. So they said I was the angel that answered their call. They said they had been asking for somebody to show up and help them. And there I just reached out to them and I heard the call. And that's what it's all about, you guys, is just hear the call, know where you can be helpful, and show up. They told me to show up and smile, and we will do all the rest.
Karen, how long is the show every day?
Well, it's usually about an hour. We start at 7 and we're usually done by 8. And sometimes it goes to a little longer if people have questions and they want to ask their own personal questions. And a lot of times we have the vulnerability of myself just staying in the 3D, and I come back and I talk to you about my own insecurities and my own doubts that happen when I come back into this 3D experience. And, you know, when we master this human experience in the 3D, we don't have to have it be painful anymore. We get to choose in this experience if it's painful or joyful. And that's what, you know, I'm a big messenger for Archangel Jophiel, and she, you know, the last one that we did together, she said you have to feel it to heal it, and you have to allow these energies that are, without making yourself wrong, with just being self-acceptance and having self-awareness and looking at everything with curiosity, not criticism. And that's what I want more than anything to teach the world, to look at the world through wonder and curiosity and playfulness. And that's what we'll be doing on this meditation. We're going to do a little soul journey.
We're going to do a little soul journey. Is everybody ready?
Are you guys ready to do a soul journey? Oh, Paul McFarland says, and I knew you when. You guys type into the chat, I believe in angels. You know the drill. You know how it works.
Is that how we start? Okay. I believe in angels.
In the 3D, we have what's called free will. And so in order for the angels, they're non-denominational, and they'll work with anyone who wants them to work with them and through them. So all you need to do is type in, I believe in angels, and that will open the doorway for them. I have a beautiful song that I sing every morning to hold space, and we call in the angels. Be in my mind, my angels, as I wake, and shine on me throughout the day today. Let every moment be a time in which I dwell with you. And let me not forget my hourly thanksgiving that you have remained with me. And always will be there to hear my call and answer me with love. And as the night unfolds, we thank you now, and forever we are one love. So we are here now, we are with you, and we are ready for you to have the experience of knowing your magnificence. We're ready for this beautiful time together so that you may feel the vibration of our voices coming together in this beautiful co-creation. And we invite you to drop down into your heart, to imagine yourself walking down a beautiful staircase into your heart space. Allow our frequency to come into your human, physical frequency. Feel the beauty and the wonder of this amazing experience, and start by knowing that you are magnificent. You don't have to do anything to be magnificent. You already are magnificent. The love that shines out of your beautiful human eyes, the smile that you give, and the kindness that you bring in each and every moment, that makes you magnificent. Allow all the feelings of unworthiness and doubt and insecurity to fall away. The truth is the truth, and you hear it. And we angels are so grateful you had the courage to come into this human experience. You see, we angels have never had an ego. We have never had the experiences that you are going through. You are the brave ones who volunteered to come into the illusion of separateness. And then you forgot. You were taught to forget. You were taught to forget who you are. You were programmed to believe that you weren't enough and that you had to be good at certain things in order to be enough. This is the most damaging belief. And we angels have come into your reality to help you stay awake. And feel the vibration of the truth. And you know that you are safe. Safe to express your true self. You can let go of all the attachments that you have around being approved of and feeling that recognition. You're full and you are all the way awake. All you need to do now is stay awake. Stay in the circles of the people who support you and see your magnificence. And if you are around people who do not see your magnificence, it's okay. It's not your business. Let others have their human experience and be grateful that you are having your human experience. Be grateful that you have emotions that you can feel. Be grateful that you have a mental brain that you can think for yourself. Be grateful. Be grateful. And you will have so much more to be grateful for. It's really so simple. And you humans make everything so complicated. If you miss somebody, call them. If they're not physically here, lie down and connect with their spirit. If you are feeling alone, go find somebody that needs your love. It may be an animal. It may be a lizard. It may be a little frog. It may be a senior in a nursing home who doesn't have anybody visit them. When you feel alone, go give your love. It is all that is necessary. When you feel that you're not enough, you're not doing enough, know that you have stepped away from your true nature and your true self. And it is time to call in spirit by saying, stop. Spirit, take over, please. Awakening and knowing you are never alone. Never, ever alone. There are angels everywhere, angels who care. We know that you're there, and we always share. There are angels everywhere. Trust, feel, allow, and then you know how to connect with angels now. There are angels everywhere. We're your friends, we're everywhere. We know how much you care, and we're always there. Trust and know that you are surrounded by 100,000 angels. There are angels everywhere. They come in many different disguises. There are human angels, earth angels. There are archangels. There are guardian angels. They are all around you. Trust and know, and that's how you will receive the vibration and practice this vibration. Practice, come back, listen to this over and over again. It will bring you back into your truth. Whenever you wander away, just bring yourself back to your heart. Your heart connects you to the unified field, to the Akasha, to all that is. You don't need to go anywhere. Heaven is right in your heart. It always has been, and we angels have always been with you. So please allow us, by trusting in us and feeling the vibration and allowing that to integrate, to embody these vibrations so that you may share your gifts and that you let go of your fears and live a fearless life. A life that is full of love is a fearless life. When you remember that you are pure love, and when you remember that you are pure joy, the fear will fall away. It has nowhere to be and nowhere to go. Just trust. And as you start to come back, know that you really just had an incredible experience. Something that really touched your heart and that you have allowed this frequency in. This is something that you can watch over and over again. This is something that you can listen to when you're in a place where you can lie down and really integrate the energies. The angels have given me so many beautiful songs and so many beautiful ways. This is Karen again, by the way.
Yeah.
When we come back into our physical body, the angels, it's very simple. The angels have explained to me that we as humans have in our 3D experience, we have free will. In our 5D experience, we have a multidimensional experience here in this same human body. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to do anything. It's in the same physical body. But when our vibration rises up to the 5D, we become masters of our experience. When we are in the 3D, we have to ask for help. When we're in the 5D, we command it. We are the master of the experience, and we say, all right, angels, I need some help here, and it's really that simple. And the higher you go into the vibrations, the 7th dimension, 8th dimension, 11th dimension, you'll start to have relationships with unicorns and dragons. And it's really that simple. The angels have said that everyone has this available to them. And when you're in the 3D and you're in the illusion of that, a separateness, and you don't believe that it's possible, then they can't help you. Unless you ask them in, they can't help you. I'd love to give that song to you, Sheri.
Angels are everywhere.
Yes.
Angels are everywhere. That's the theme of the film.
I want to give
That
you
is
that
the
song.
theme of the glitch. Angels are everywhere.
I want to give that song to you.
Oh, Karen, thank
And that's
you.
because the angels just said it. They just whispered it in my ear. They said, give that song to Sheri.
Thank you.
Because it says right in it how to connect.
Yes.
How do you connect? You connect by, there's angels everywhere. Trust, feel, allow. Then you know how. Trust, feel, allow. Then you know how.
Trust, feel, allow.
Welcome.
Then you know how. Wow. Karen.
So you guys just
Karen.
the new song for how to connect with angels.
Awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I were going to put, now I can use it on the podcast.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. And of course, Karen Palmer's song.
Yes.
Now listen, y'all. Karen is going to answer some questions. Yeah.
Anybody can ask any questions they would like.
Any questions about how to connect with angels, about abundance, about spiritual abundance, about how do you do it? Anything personal? Go for it.
Just type right into the chat if you have a question. And thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing this out. And
thank you.
Yes, Robert Dosa, question. What about the 9th dimension? This question just came to my mind as I believe that I work in the 9th dimension frequency. Well, Robert, that's beautiful. As we continue to rise up, as we continue to trust, and really allow the frequencies to be embodied into our physical body, our mental body starts to quiet down, and we are able to access. And then you want to just really start trusting your emotions, really trusting your feelings. And Robert Dosa, I would highly recommend you get a journal and you start writing everything down that's coming through. That's how I do my songs. That's how I write all of my shows that I'm doing with you guys. When the angels, they share the messages, they ask me what's going to be talked about. They tell me, I ask them, how can I serve the audience today? And then they give me exactly what you guys are asking for. Because see, the angels can hear you. They hear you. They hear your prayers. They hear you asking them for help. And I am just a messenger and the answer to that prayer. So thank you, Robert Dosa. Beautiful question. So trust your feelings and start letting go of all the mental stuff that's going on up here. And really get into your heart and really listen and pay attention to the feelings, because the feelings are your soul and your feelings are your soul. The mind is your ego and it's the part that still stays separate. Yeah, Robert Dosa, I'm happy to help. Thank you for sharing the question. And Catherine says, how do I open my pineal gland? Okay, so when you press your thumbs together like this in namaste hands and you push on the heart space, you push your thumbs into the breastbone and then you close your eyes, that starts to secrete the pineal gland. So Catherine Warren, just press and close your eyes and you'll start to see, usually you'll start to see beautiful like pulsations of colors. You'll start to see either white or you'll see purple or you'll see blue. And that's a vibration that as you start to really allow that vibration in, the third eye will start to open. Okay, Catherine Warren? Yes, Lily Ann, why do I get feelings when the angels want to take a walk? You get a lot of orbs on your walk because when you're on your walk, they can reach you a lot easier. The same thing when you're going to sleep at night. Right before you go to sleep at night, just say, I choose to connect with angels in my dream time. And when you do that, you open the floodgates, you open the stargate, you open the opportunity. And as you say that, if you're in the 3D, you're giving over your free will. And if you're in the 5D, you say, I demand that I have this experience and I I choose to have perfect dream recall. And if you say that, and you'll wake up with the dream will be like right there, and you'll be like, okay, now I get it. So, and why do they want me to do that, especially when I feel sick or sad? Well, a lot of times they're wanting you to get out of your physical body and connect with your true self. So if you are feeling sad and they want you to go for a walk, they want you to see the beauty that's already in your life. They want you to connect with nature, because nature brings us into the alignment of our true magnificence.
It brings the healing.
It brings the healing.
Yeah.
Nature is our natural healer, and so are our animals. Our animals are our natural healers also. And Robert Dosa says, so true, when we walk alone, our mind gets more clearer and we can process information more easily. Absolutely. When you're walking, you're not really thinking so much either, because you're pretty much busy with walking. So it's a good time for the angels to sneak in and give you a message. I always have my phone with me because I get songs. They download songs, and I share. I always have my phone, so I record the songs.
That's great.
So I encourage you to have a notepad or your device so that you can record. But pay attention when you're on the walk. What are they asking you to come for the walk for? What's the message? Trust in those messages, because, like I said, if I didn't trust in the messages, we wouldn't be here today.
Right. Yeah.
I really believe that when we really trust in our own inner guidance, everything else falls into place. You see, we've been so taught to believe that we need other people's approval and that we need other people's recognition, that we need to be on Oprah or we need to be on Ellen in order for people to actually care or listen. And, I was caught up in that too. And then that's when Wayne Dyer was explaining to me that it's not about how many people are on this podcast. It's not even about that. It's if one person is touched and one person remembers, it ripples out. And that's what's the most important. And, it's our ego that says how many likes we get and how many, follows we have and all that stuff. That's not who we are, And so if we're attached to that kind of stuff, then we're going to be like grasping and trying to get out there and do all the things that the experts tell us to do. And really just listen to your heart. Honestly, I just believe with all of my experience is if you listen to your heart, and I love this one too. You are my awakened heart. You are the one who makes me start. You are the one who plays your part. You are my awakened heart. Stay awake. Stay awake. Because what you're doing there music is, to me, our universal language of love. And when the angels give me songs, that's a universal thing to give to everyone. That's something that helps people with a sound frequency. The sound frequency, I used to, when I was learning how to integrate these energies into my throat chakra, I used to go up and I used to go to the higher frequencies, and then they explained how to keep these frequencies in my physical body. So it's a process, you have to learn these processes. Yeah. So that's it, you guys. How was that for everybody?
That was great for me.
So, anybody who wants to connect with me, you can go to globalkindnesstv.org. All of my information is on there. If you want to connect with us on Spirituality Gone Wild, just like the page on Facebook and you will be updated when we are live. And if you'd like to join us in Angelic Awakenings, just go to Angelic Awakenings to Abundance on Facebook and ask to join the group, and we'll add you right to our beautiful wonderful global family.
And what a way to start the day. With Karen and magnificence and the angels. Karen, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
you
much.
so much.
Thank you so much. So Sheri, tell them a little bit about your background and a little bit about how they can connect with you.
Okay, I will. The podcast is How to Connect with Angels, and we have angel experts. I'm going to say experts only that these are people who are devoted to bringing the angelic energy into our lives and using it to heal and manifest. And this podcast is 2 years old. That's part of the whole picture is that is like on a parallel track with our film. Our film is called The Glitch, and if you can find it online at theglitchmovie.com, and it's about an angel. It's about the power of prayer. And it's a musical, and it happens in a little Cajun town. And we are in pre-production in New Orleans, and we'll be shooting it just over the Mississippi in a little Cajun town. And we would love to keep everybody apprised of how we're doing. We have a beautiful, beautiful director we just signed, and a new script that's going out into the world. And we are very excited to be shooting this year. So people who love film will be seeing all of the different steps of production, and you'll be behind the scenes. And we will have with us our angel, and I'm going to say experts again, but people like Karen who are going to help us to bring the lesson of the film and give us, even besides seeing the film, you'll have tools and the music and all the ways that our lives can expand and become miraculous through the power of prayer and the power of connection. That's what we believe. That's what we believe. Yeah.
So Angels going viral.
Angels going viral. And you know, this is the greatest gift for me to have as a filmmaker, is to be able to tap into this absolutely amazing spiritual world that's all kind of connecting all over this,
bringing us all together,
unconditional world. Yeah, you and everybody.
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone. How to Connect with Angels is the podcast, and that's Karen Palmer. I'm Sheri Myers, and I'm really glad I'm here today.
Thank you. Yes, Robert, you'll love the movie. I'm excited for it too. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. We'll see you at 2:00. Don't forget, on Spirituality Gone Wild, we have Gratitude Happy Hour with Terry Angel, and we have an incredible guest. His name is Scott Grace, and he is a wonderful spiritual Dr. Seuss. So it's going to be so much fun.